What is going on, beautiful people? Lee Hammock, your favorite self-aware narcissist, here with another episode of A Narcissist Explains. Today, we're going to be talking about what does a narcissist really think about you? How do narcissists really feel about you? How do they feel about you? Before we hop into today's episode, y'all, make sure if you haven't already that you check out my courses and my support group right here, courses.mentalhealness.net. Check it out, joining the mental healers and some of the courses we have available. But yes, how do narcissists feel about you? What do you think a narcissist thinks about you? Especially y'all, especially if you, of course, it depends on the circumstances, but if you are one of the people who are continuously taking a narcissist back, right? You continue to go back to them. Like, no matter what they do to you, no matter how many times they break up with you or what they have done, what they've gotten away with, you go back to them. Being realistic, a lot of narcissists, and this is gonna sound mean, but there's a lot of narcissistic people out there. They just think that you are dumb, and that's not me trying to be mean, y'all. Narcissistic people think that you are less worthy. They think that you are silly minded, and a lot of them will absolutely pick on you. They'll pick on you behind the scenes. Like if they're talking to their friends and family members, they're not talking to you in like talking about you in the most glowing of lights. They're speaking ill of you. You know, they're not speaking of you in the good terms and whatnot, and thinking like I'm so thankful to have them. Most times they're talking about like, damn, I can't believe I got away with that. Y'all, they bragging about what they've gotten forgiven for, what they getting away with. Man, I didn't cheat on this girl. I know I didn't cheat on this girl 5 times. I had 2 babies on her, and she still take me back. She can't get enough of me, man. Yeah, I'm the man, ain't I? She's stupid. They think that you are dumb, and that's gonna say. I know it sounds mean, but this is me being real. They absolutely just think that you are dumb. You're not as smart as you think you are, and they will absolutely play your face. They don't care, y'all. They will play your face. They'll make you look dumb. They'll make you feel like you're dumb for dealing with them. They'll continue, and some of them will tell you to your face. And like, Lee, how do you know? How can we tell if they really think that we're dumb? Ask them, like I said, one of the most foolproof ways is to ask them, would they forgive you for the same thing that they like, if they will forgive you for doing the same thing that they did to you. And most times they're going to say, hell no, I wouldn't forgive that. I wouldn't forgive you for doing that. Or it depends on what happened. It depends on the circumstances. Most times they will answer you and just tell you that they would not forgive you for doing the same thing to them that they have done to you. And that's just me being real. They will not forgive you. They'll tell you straight up that you're a horrible person or that you're silly minded. And they're just like, well, you're a better person than I am. You just better than me. Like, you got a bigger heart than I do. My heart ain't as big as yours. You got a big heart. You know what I mean? When you ever hear a narcissistic person say you got a big heart, they think that you have a small brain. They equate big heartedness to small brainedness. Some small brainness. I know you made those words up, but they equate having a big heart to having a small brain. They think you're dumb. They think you're silly for continuing to deal with them, continue to put up with whatever they're doing, whatever they're saying. They absolutely just think they don't think highly of you. But on any other circumstances, what do narcissists think about you other than that, Lee? Like, a narcissistic person, like, they at the beginning of the relationship, they might think that you are the one. And so they treat you as such, right? They, at the beginning of the relationship, they treat you like they think that you're the one. They're love bombing you. They'll give you all the love and appreciation that you need. They're saying, they're saying they're saying all the things that need to be said, right? They're telling you they're telling you what you want to hear, right? They're telling you that type of stuff in the beginning. But as the relationship progresses, they start to view you through a different light. So they don't think so highly of you anymore. They think of you as their competition. They think of you as they're jealous. A lot of them get jealous of you, y'all. They think of you as their competition or somebody that makes them feel insecure about themselves, especially if you are more educated or you make more money or you're just more physically attractive than them, more conventionally attractive than they are. Oh, you make them feel super insecure. They if you make them feel insecure, they have to make you feel insecure. You know, that's just the mindset, y'all. I don't make the rules, but this is the mindset and the mentality of a lot of narcissists. They just think because you make them feel a certain type of way, they have to treat you a certain type of way. They do not think highly of you. They absolutely don't. And I know I tell people that right there, and it hurts people's feelings. And I mean, I get it. I understand why it hurts people's feelings, but that's not the goal. That's not my goal is not to hurt your feelings. My goal is to like bring you awareness and let you know what's really going on. I know it's impact over intent. I know it's impact over intent and whatnot, but this is the mindset of a lot of narcissistic people. What is going on, Rachel? How you doing? But yeah, narcissistic people think low. They don't think highly of you. They think of you as a lot of time. And like, this is where it goes. If they feel like you've wronged them, like if you're dealing with a narcissist, right, that feels like you have done them wrong in some way, shape, or form, they will look at you as an enemy. They think of you as an enemy. They think of you as an op. They think of you as the opposition. You went from being the what's going on, Brazil? You went from being the best thing that ever happened to them to now their biggest enemy, and they treat you like an enemy. And I know a lot of y'all will agree with that. They treat you like an enemy as well. They look at you as an enemy, and they treat you as an enemy because they think that you've wronged them in some way, shape, or form. And you might not even know what you've done, y'all. And the crazy thing about it, it could be something. It could be something super small and seemingly insignificant, but they treat it like it's something huge, right? They treat it like it's something massive. It's like a massive thing that you have done to them. It can be something as simple as like the waiter smiling at you and laughing at a joke, laughing at one of your jokes. Now they look at you as an enemy because you made them feel a certain type of way. It's crazy how that goes, y'all. Really, why is that when you're holding them accountable, they turn it around and make it seem like you talk to them reckless? It's because they know they're wrong. Yes, y'all, narcissistic people accountable. So you're, and this is, I can answer this question right here as it relates to the topic. When you're trying to hold them accountable, they think that you're attacking them. They look at you, that makes them look more of you as an enemy. And yes, a lot of times they know they've done something wrong, but they won't take accountability for it. They don't want, they know that cheating is bad or putting their hands on you is bad. They know that they've done something wrong because they try to hide it. If you don't think it's wrong, you don't try to hide it. You know what I mean? If you don't think it's wrong, you don't try to hide it, right? It's in that space right there. If you don't think you've done anything wrong, then why would you try? You don't try to hide it at all. That's not how it works, right? But that's the mindset and mentality of a lot of narcissistic people. Like, I don't think I've done anything wrong, but I'm going to try to hide it anyway. But like they try to hide this, they try to hide the things that they do because they know it's wrong. They think that you're an enemy. They think that you're going to expose them. And like the further, it's going to sound weird, the further you get into a relationship with a narcissist, it's kind of like the more fearful they can become of you. Because that that's how things are going to go right there, right? The further you dig deeper into this relationship hole with a narcissist, the more that they think you're going to expose them because you know more about them. Like you know them more than anybody else knows them. You know them better than anybody else knows them, right? So they think that you're going to use the knowledge that you've gained about them to attack them or treat them a certain type of way. This behavior happens all the time, y'all. This is one of those crazy things that happens all the time with toxic narcissistic people. They look at you as an enemy. They look at you as a target. They look at you like you're trying to hurt them and whatnot. They go away forever. Some of them do, y'all. Some narcissists go away forever, but there's a lot of them that will continue to try to hang around in your life and try to make you miserable and try to hurt and harm you in some way, shape, or form. Like, they think that they think that you belong to them. They think that you are a possession. They think that you are their property, and they start to kind of treat you as such. They started trying to treat you that way and whatnot. Now they hoover around. Yeah, a lot of them will absolutely hoover around you. They won't just go away forever. They won't go away forever. Some of them will leave you alone forever. Like, there's every narcissistic person is going to be different, right? Every narcissist is going to be different. So some of them will absolutely leave you alone forever. But there's, like I'm just telling you, there's that big contingent of them that will that will not leave you alone. They like to be hang arounders and whatnot, and try to stay relevant in your life in some way, shape, or form. That's a truth that happens in these relationship spaces and within these dynamics. So that's one of the truths that you gotta have to watch out for when you're dealing with these toxic narcissistic people, y'all. But I say I'm about to cut this thing short. I'll answer a couple questions. If y'all have any questions, drop them in the comment section, y'all. I'll answer a couple questions before I have to hop off here. I'm recording my videos and I'm about to drop something. If y'all don't know, check out my support group, the Mental Healers, over at courses.mentalhealness.net. Check out my support groups and my courses. They're available. I'm in the group. I'm talking and chatting in the group every single day, y'all. Every single day. I have 4 kids with mine. Yeah. The more kids you have, the harder it is to leave sometimes, y'all. Or they will literally put a hit out on you. Yeah, I just talked about that in one of my videos I'm posting. It's going to come out in a couple of days. I talk about sometimes these types of relationships can actually cost you your life. That's real. You know, that's absolutely real. Well, I hear that. I know a lot. I know a lot more about him than anyone. What's the $1 million answer on how to get them out of your system? Is that they all want is that why they leave things around? Yeah, I mean, that's one of the main reasons why they'll leave things around is because they want to have a reason to come back into your life. They really do. They want to have a reason to come back into your life. So they leave stuff behind, leave stuff at your house, leave stuff there. Just met a guy, narcissistic behaviors. I keep telling myself I'm never talking to him again, but I keep going back on my word. What should I do? You don't have to leave in a friendly way. Why do you want to leave in a friendly way? I feel like when a lot of times when you try to leave in a friendly way, it's like you're giving yourself an excuse to go back. I don't want them to think bad of me. You leave when most times you break up with somebody, they're going to look at you as the bad guy anyway. You got to be okay with being the bad guy in their story. You know, you have to be okay with being the bad guy in their story. Sometimes you got to, like I say, like Chris said, you got to be cold-blooded. You got to be cold-blooded sometimes, but you don't have to be cold-blooded. You can just choose. It's okay to choose you, because if you keep going back on your word, like you said, why would he believe that you're ever going to leave him? Why would he treat you better? You see what I'm saying? If you keep coming back to me, why would I treat you better? You see what I'm saying? That's what happens sometimes. Somebody asked about a dismissive avoidant. I don't really. I haven't dug into attachment styles, y'all. I don't know about that just yet. But y'all, let me hop off this thing. Like I said, check out my support groups, the courses.mentalhealness.net and whatnot. Somebody said he reached out for sex. Yeah, y'all. He would have sex with another woman and video it. What's that about? Yeah, that's just trying to make you. They're just trying to force your hand. Don't give the man no ass. He tried to threaten you with sex, having sex with somebody else. Don't get him man no ass. Anyways, y'all, let me hop on this thing. I'm out. Peace. Don't get it, man.